sounds like a sexy ghost, you know? Keep on. Like if you just isolated that part, she could be a sexy ghost. You'd be like, whoa, but okay. So as you guys know, I've been running my business, Original Productions, for a little over 2 years now. And sometimes it's fun and sometimes it's hard, but I wanted to share with you guys some of the things that I've learned. So this is 6 things I've learned as a one-woman business. So one of the things that I've learned is that nothing happens overnight and everything is a result of a million little actions. So, for example, this show, Normus, came together because of a million little actions. So I met my cameraman at an event, and I had the idea for Normus because I watched the Gary Vee show, and he said like doing a daily video blog would be great, so I decided to do this show. If I wouldn't have watched Gary Vee if I hadn't found his book in a library, I wouldn't have been at that library if I hadn't been at my friend Sarah's house in Roanoke. So honestly, if a year ago I hadn't decided to take a vacation to Roanoke, I wouldn't have been making Normus now. It's a million little decisions that go into one thing happening. And so patience is really key because you never know when something is going to get rolling and something is really going to start up. So you have to be patient and know that everything that you're doing is really contributing towards a bigger picture. You can predict other people's behavior, you can scold, cajole, do whatever you want, but the thing that you can't do is control other people. That is something that's really important to learn. So if you're in sales, if you're like me, if you're in the arts, whatever business that you're in, you're not going to be able to control what other people do. The only thing that you can control is your input, what you do. So, for example, with this show, I know that I can put out the best work that I possibly can, but I cannot control whether people are going to watch it or not. I can control where I market it, I can control how I distribute it, and I can control how I choose to film it. But I can't make you watch, I can't make other people share it or like it or that sort of thing. All I can do is the best that I can do. And so I have a lot of people remind me of that whenever I possibly can. Abby, thank you. And I try to remind myself about that as often as I can. The only thing that you can do is your best efforts. You can't control what other people are going to do. When you're working with people on a project, you can't control what they're going to do, what input they're going to have. You can only do your best to influence them into doing what needs to be done. But you can't control other people, so that's something you just got to let go and know. So this is a two-part. You need to be honest and upfront with yourself and with the people who you're doing business with. So, as a one-woman business, there will be fuck-ups. There will be times that you mess up and that you make mistakes. And the thing to do about that is own up to it. I've said this before. Just be as honest as you can with your clients, with your audience, with whoever that you're talking to. Because if you're not honest, it's going to show. It's going to come back and bite you in the butt. So you might as well just, you know, you're running this alone. You're going to make mistakes. Just make sure that you fess up, that you try your hardest to correct it, and then move on. Some people are going to be mad, but let them be mad. Just do the best that you can do and try to move forward and learn from your mistakes. And the other thing is you have to be brutally honest with yourself. Is what you're putting out there, is the product that you're putting out there the best that it can possibly be? And if it's not, then try to correct that and make sure that you know that. Make sure that you know that it's on your shoulders. Some of the responsibility of your output is completely on you. And be brutally honest with yourself at all times. Am I doing the best that I can possibly do? Am I doing all that I can possibly do? And if you are keeping it 100, then pat yourself on the back and move along. Drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. You, as a one-woman business, don't have time for stuff. If you see that something's not working and you're putting your all into it, you need to try to back away from that. Kill your darlings is a writing phrase that people use to say these passages that don't move the story along, that you absolutely love, that you slaved over, cut them up into little pieces and pour acid over them. You need to kill your darlings. Time off is not going to kill you. I want to say that again. Time off is not going to kill you. It's actually quite the opposite. Sometimes, especially if you are working alone, you need to take a little time to organize things because you're going to have a million things on your mind all the time. Take some time to relax, and if you feel guilty about relaxing, then take a little time off to just schedule stuff. Do a little bit of the busy work or the big idea thinking that you don't have time for when you're in the grind. Take that time, you'll be more rested and you'll be more productive. It'll actually help your business if you take a little bit of time for yourself. So time off isn't gonna kill you, it's actually gonna make you better. I have a whole ecosystem of people to support me because there's no such thing as one woman business. You can't do everything. You can't pick yourself up when you need to be picked up. So my suggestion is, if you are trying to operate alone by yourself, is to find that support system that you can have. Find people who are passionate about what you're doing. Find people who can commiserate with you. I've been so happy now that I've gotten into my business program, and there are like other women around me who know what I'm feeling, who I can go to and say like, this is what I've been experiencing, and they can talk back to me. Working with other powerful women has helped me so much, and working with my cameraman again, whose name I can't mention, is so helpful for me. So like, there are all these people who form the support system for me, and so just know that you are not alone. There is no such thing as a one-woman business. Hey you guys, thank you for watching episode 67 of Normus, the daily video blog where I talk to you guys about life, love, and how we can get bigger. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this episode, please click the thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe, do one or all of the four, because as I've said before, Facebook and YouTube work on algorithms. I need this stuff to come up so more people can see it. Let's do it together. So, I love you guys. My name is Amber Lee, and I'm here to tell you that life is too short to be small. That would be great in prison. Hey, I'm in the middle of filming right now. What's up? Wherever you are. Yeah, that's exactly where you have to pause. What was that? You can't control whether people share it, like it, comment on it. So I met Alvin in the video game Stepped Up. Oops, sorry. Oh, what show's this? Alvin.
No!
Alvin! How many times can you say Alvin in one episode? Alvin.
You cut it out.
Those Budweiser commercials. Alvin.
So